Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chet Spider-Man Goldsman. And for 46 years, I ran away from my purpose. For 46 years, I ran away from the God of my understanding. I ran away from my higher power. For 46 years, I thought I knew better. For 46 years, I thought I was in control. And that all changed 2 years ago. And for the last 2 years, I have been living spiritual awakening. I've been living through spiritual enlightenment. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. However, the reason for this video is because for the last 2 years, I've kind of known that I need to do a video. In fact, I kind of had this feeling, and I've known that I need to do quite a lot of videos. However, for whatever reason, call it self-doubt, call it brainwashing, call it insecurities, call it whatever you want to call it is. I've been procrastinating and been putting things off, and there's been a few events that have happened over the last few days in my life that have kind of transpired for a reason. And I believe that this video is the start of it. So I'd like the very first video that I make to sort of impose and get a message across that I think is vitally important in today's world, that I believe most people can't understand. They struggle to understand through lack of awareness, through lack of whatever. However, I feel that this is a message that I need to get across. And this is something that I wrote back in 2020 during COVID. So bear with me. Forgiveness by Chet Spider-Man Goldsman. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things in life to let go of, as we are always taught that good behavior is rewarded and bad behavior is punished. People always also have a habit of remembering the bad things in life and never remembering the good things that people do. When we believe that we've been wrong done by, or that there's been an injustice done towards us, it is easy to fall into the trap of holding on to that grudge or wanting the person who did us wrong to pay for it. Most people hold on to that thought and feeling of resentment by justifying it to themselves that the wheel turns, referring to karma, yet they forget that the wheel of karma turns whether or not we are focusing on it. They also forget that the proverbial wheel for the wrongdoer will turn not based on our thoughts and feelings, but by theirs. When we focus on the negative action that was done to us, all that we do is we are focusing on the thoughts and emotions within ourselves, which will attract more negativity into our own lives. Dwelling in the realm of holding grudges and non-forgiveness, then all we are doing is allowing that person to live in our heads rent-free. And this will always allow that person to have a hold over our lives. This takes up a lot of energy, both mentally and emotionally, than to simply forgive the person and move on with life. If we hold on to the resentment, we would constantly want to tell every person we come across at every opportunity about how that person did us wrong. What most people don't understand is that forgiveness is actually as easy as breathing air. If we are able to be in the right space mentally and emotionally to do so. And once the forgiveness process has been done, we are then able to focus on the things that we want instead. Most people in today's society feel that forgiveness is a weakness instead of seeing it for what it is, a strength. You see, by forgiving someone, you gain control over the things that would have otherwise held you back in a dark place. People don't see us by holding on to that grudge. All they are doing is harming themselves each and every day. And that person who they are holding the grudge against has probably long forgotten about the incident. Who is the one that actually wins from holding these grudges? It definitely isn't us in the long run. The moment that a person is able to realize forgiveness from a different point of view, they're able to see that non-forgiveness is truly injurious and non-productive in every way. It is truly a very liberating and freeing sensation in life, which then opens up a world of future possibilities for us. By holding grudges, we are weakened to the point where it could destroy our lives, and yet forgiveness is the key to setting ourselves free. Non-forgiveness also opens the door for so many other negative feelings such as resentment and anger. And of course, the universe gives us what we focus on. And the universe complies with our thoughts and emotions. So it'll just simply give us more of what we're focusing on. By forgiving someone, we are able to liberate ourselves from the shackles that would otherwise trap us in our own minds. Of course, the place to start with forgiveness is within ourselves. Most people hold on to so much self-resentment for various reasons and actions from their pasts. We are all created as perfect human beings, and this is all simply data and garbage. Let's call it what it is. It's garbage that we're focusing on, instead of realizing that we've had a few bad experiences in our past and that we should have learned from those and move on. Then we're able to make sure not to repeat the same experiences again. See, if we don't learn from them, this would only cause the vicious cycle to begin again. Non-forgiveness of oneself is one of the most difficult things to do, in my opinion. However, at the same time, once you have managed to achieve this, it is also the most liberating thing, and is an ongoing process in life, because life always presents us with situations that we may not always know how to handle correctly. It is at these times that we need to just simply be aware of the situation, analyze it, and realize that we have the power to forgive ourselves. When people hurt us or disappoint us, it is mainly due to the fact that it is human nature to put expectations onto people. If we have no expectations of people, of other people, then they would not be able to disappoint us. When we are disappointed in people, then we tend to judge them, and judgment ignites resentment, anger, and indignation. The longer that we hold on to that judgment of someone, the more we replay the event or action over and over in our own minds. And this causes us to simply just continue to relive that event over and over and over again in our minds, trapping ourselves in our own suffering. And this could be one of the most detrimental things to our lives and our health. The moment that we're able to relinquish our hold on personal judgments, we're able to open the door for us to see more reasons for forgiveness. The motivations for forgiveness might come in various forms and reasons. For me, my biggest reason to want to forgive anyone for anything is that I want to achieve enlightenment or inner peace within myself. The world has way too many negative factors that inner peace is the only way that I have to be able to discover, to overcome all the world's negativity. The universe always gives us what we want. And if we allow that sort of negativity around the world to control our lives, then the universe will give us exactly what we're asking for. And that is that truly the way that you would want to live your life? Wasting your perfectly good energy on something that you actually have absolutely no control over? Or would you choose to rather focus that energy onto the things in your life that would bring you joy and happiness? In the words of the great Master Oogway, and for those of you who don't know, Master Oogway is the wise turtle from Kung Fu Panda. In the great words of Master Oogway, the future's a mystery, the past is history, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Learn to live in the now, as it is truly the only way to open the world of possibilities of developing the right mindset and to create your dream life. Ua koa.